Well, my name is Lauren Nielsen. I am Slack's Technical Product Marketing Manager here. And I think I might have, along with Jeremiah, the fun jobs for today, where we actually get to showcase really cool functionality and product and bring it to life. And again, like what we're doing here is we're bringing these really cool use cases to your users. Let's pretend I'm an account manager here at Engine, tying up a couple loose ends before my customer Acme has their massive sales kickoff in Vegas. And I'm going to start this whole process to get those last little bits done in where I always start my day and finish my day too. And that's going to be Slack, my centralized hub. And specifically, we're going to take a look at our Acme company kickoff channel here. But we're also going to tap in our Slackbot AI teammates. I'm going to simply ask Slackbot, hey, is Acme ready to go for their sales kickoff on Monday? And what the cool thing about Slackbot is that it has access to all of that context living in Slack. I've got my channels, I've got my canvases, I've got my files, I've got my, my conversations. And what's going to happen here is that we're going to see this start to query this information for me, pull this context together, and it tells me, yeah, we're almost there, we're close, but there are blockers. But when I review this information here, we're going to notice one thing. The issue is that these are outside of the Slack ecosystem, right? Specifically, in this case, we're looking at scattered across Engine stack of, we've got some in linear, right? And then we also have a couple different contracts that are going to be stuck in DocuSign. Okay, that's great. We know that information, but I can't action on that just yet, right? And that's literally why we built the Slack marketplace. Because essentially what this is doing is giving us the opportunity to pull all the context, all the knowledge, all those different tools that you're leveraging on a day-to-day basis, up to 6,000, I think is what we have in our ecosystem right now, so that you can take these agents, you can take these apps that you're leveraging on a day-to-day basis and use it where you're already working, which is Slack. So in this case, we're going to take a look at how we leverage linear, cursor, DocuSign, all these fantastic pieces. So we're going to go back to Slack now, and we're going to see what happens when we actually have Slackbot connected to that ecosystem. Same question, right? We're going to ask, hey, is Acme ready for their sales kickoff in Vegas next Monday? And what's going to happen here is we're going to pull context through, coming in from linear. And again, we're talking about permissions, right? This is really important. It knows that I have access to this information. It's going to automatically pull that context. And then it's also going to take a look at querying different issues that are associated to the event. It knows what's going on, the context. And then on top of that, it's also going to cross-reference it with all that contract data that's living in DocuSign. So what I get here is not only just a summary like we saw before, that's great, we love that, but an actual ability to review this context in a work object where I am already working, which is Slack. Phenomenal. We feel really good about this. I understand what's going on. And one thing I always like to keep in mind is what we used to do before, right? This used to be going into linear, reviewing all this context. Okay, what do I need to understand? Then I go into this next contracting system. And really what happens is that you have to hold all of that information in your head to be able to get an end result. And I have a running joke in my household that I share a brain cell with my dog, and I am unable to keep anything within this more than, what's necessary, which means that I'm not going to be able to do that, and I know that. I know my ability, and we're going to keep it to utilize Slackbot. Cool. So we're going to go ahead and kick this off to essentially start these two pieces. Again, we have our DocuSign blocker, and we have our bug in linear. But what's great is that Slackbot's going to prompt me immediately and say, yeah, do you want me to create a channel, right? Let's say I'm not necessarily the most technical individual. I'm an account manager here at Engine. I need to be able to connect into those individuals that actually know how to do it. You guys, right? You guys. How do we fix this issue before we actually get on site on Monday? And what's going to happen is Slackbot's going to pull our individuals together. That could be the individual who is in charge of the linear issue. We have our lead engineers. We have our QA leads. But then there's also this one extra thing, and that's our cursor agent. So not only are we bringing our people together, we're bringing our apps and agents together to work together in one single area. So when I open this up, we're going to see not only do I have all the context, but I'm also going to see the conversation is already flowing, right? Between our Adam, our lead engineer, and the cursor agent. And the way that I think about this, right, is when you think about Slack, we are in the business of humans. We are not trying to take away roles. We're trying to give you the ability to leverage the tools, the systems, the data, the information that you need at your fingertips in one centralized place for you to do your job better, quicker, and at a more sustainable rate. Awesome. So when we take a look at this, we could actually see that our cursor agent has already read the code, context, and it's already starting to suggest some fixes literally immediately, which is fantastic. And all of a sudden, we have a path forward here. Feeling really good. And when we're thinking about it from the perspective of engine scale, this could really be, this compression of coordination is the difference between shipping and slipping. Really important stuff. All right, so we have conquered one blocker. We now have one more, and that is to make sure that we have all of those contracts sent, delivered, signed before the day on Monday. And again, we're going to leverage our agentic teammate here by asking, hey, can you go ahead and pull those unsigned contracts and send them to the Acme procurement team? Now, what this does is similar to what we saw with Linear. I can pull all that context and knowledge. It knows that I have access to this information. It understands that I need to get the specific right templates. It's going to filter on signature status, so I'm not just looking at a bunch of different, information. And what's going to deliver to me is a fully built out table for me to understand, cool, we've got 4 that we need to get done. Let's get them out of the way. And instead of just leaving it there, it gives me the opportunity to automatically say, yep, go ahead and send them now. So not only has it brought that information to me, it's given me the ability to action on my behalf. Awesome. We'll give it a moment to think and do this. But really, what we're doing here is we've seen contracts out, right? We've seen our bug has been fixed, but we're Slack, right? We're Slack. And that's also a Salesforce company, which means that we have all of this information that's living in a non-siloed area. We have all of this context. So I think we're going to finish this off with a little bit of our nod to our Salesforce I like to call it the mothership, our lovely mothership. And what we're going to do is essentially ask Slackbot to update the opportunity for me. Not only that, I want you to go ahead and send a note within my channel to let everybody know, awesome, we're good, and we're feeling strong about this moving forward on Monday. So not only can we see this, it's going to pull this message, it's going to send the details, and it's also going to update that opportunity if I even pull up the drop-downs. Queried Salesforce, sent message, done. That's how easy it is, right? I don't have to go and hunt down a record to be able to understand, hey, what is it that we need to be able to do here to make this work? The intent is that it's all living within your Salesforce and Slack ecosystem, which is fantastic.